GoJacks.com here with our weekly update, final one of the season here with head coach Brock Thompson of the Jackrabbit women's soccer team. Just finished up an exciting 2019 season, claiming the Summit League Tournament Championship and reaching the NCAA tournament for the fifth time. A narrow 1-0 loss to Oklahoma State last week. You've had a few days off now to just kind of regroup. What are your thoughts when looking back at the exciting year?
The year as a whole, just really proud of our players and mostly the leadership of this team. Incredible journey. We talk all the time about making Jackrabbit Soccer a destination program, and a piece of that is on the field. And obviously, their leadership shone through in a couple key moments this year. One, after that 3-game stretch early in the season with Creighton, Kansas State, and Drake, and then to reel off 12 straight, and then later. Late in the year after tying USC and then losing at Denver to really regroup and have great confidence coming into the Summit League tournament. So just proud of the leadership of this team, proud of really each and every player and how they bought into what we want to do. And really we're more than just a soccer program, and I think that's the special part about Jackrabbit Soccer.
You mentioned that group of seniors, certainly a unique class as you think about their careers. What specifically do you look back on each of them and just are thankful for?
Yeah, so obviously Leah spent 3 years here. From that, she was my first recruit as a head coach, and certainly really changed kind of our attacking dynamic from that for 3 years, and it was great to see her play in the NCAA tournament. She's gifted as a player and can score in so many ways. Darian may be the most steady, consistent player that we've had in a long time, and just her ability to play consistent and stable was really important. Shayna's growth from last year to this year was incredible, and certainly motivating for our team, and really those sorts of things is kind of a legacy that's left behind. Maggie we've had for 5 years here from that standpoint, and I think everybody will talk about Maggie as one of the best, if not the best, goalkeeper that we've ever had. But what makes her so special is just her consistency within her game and how relentlessly she pursues her craft and her desire to get better, both with the physical components of goalkeeping but also the mental ones. And then Karina, our captain, was developed into an unbelievable leader from that standpoint. And one of the most gratifying things as a coach is to see when somebody comes in as a freshman to when they leave as a senior, and the growth that Karina's had both as a soccer player, as a person, and as a leader is tremendous, and that whole class will leave an unbelievable legacy behind that will make our program better. They made our program better while they're here, but it will make our program better down the road because of what they've done for our program.
Seniors certainly special, but you've also had a great young core that showed some tremendous growth this year. What excites you specifically with them moving towards the 2020 season?
Yeah, I think if you're not a builder as a coach by nature, you're probably in the wrong profession. And so it's just the exciting piece of it. It's just the ability to kind of build and put pieces together. And we've got some really, really good players in our program, both that have shown on the stage this year, but also some that are kind of chomping at the bit for their turn, and that piece is really exciting. It'll be a fun spring to put that together. From that, this year we played a little bit differently as a shape, and we played in a 3-5-2 versus a 4-3-3, and that was fun. But that opened up kind of a realm of possibilities of maybe just being a little bit more flexible in how we attack and how we defend, and I think that will kind of energize our program and our coaching staff as we go forward into the spring.
That's one of those things that you need to keep up here as you move into the off season. What does that process look like for you and for your program now that the regular season, postseason is done, and you've turned your attention and trying to get better?
Yeah, it's right now it's obviously rest and re-energize, and we've got some players that will be getting some workouts in over the next couple of weeks. From that standpoint, but really it's just a chance to, breaks are needed in their what players need right now. But when we come back in January, it's full steam ahead. We always view our season runs through January through the end of the fall. And being a fall sport, sometimes people view it as fall, the beginning of fall to end of fall. But really, the 2020 season starts really January 13th when we come back from break from that standpoint, and it's all about growth in the spring.
As we move into that off season, you've talked relentlessly about a number of people that you want to say thank you to and recognize their efforts behind the scenes. I'll just open it up to you to have the microphone for a few moments.
Yeah, really the feeling for me this whole season is just grateful. There's so many people, whether it's you and your staff in the sports information department and the video department. My staff with Kaylee, Andy, Andre, Ben did an unbelievable job this year, from start to finish, of just grinding away and making our program better. But there's so many people behind the scenes. Obviously, Sonia and the work that she does. But I go back to the facility, Jeff Holm and Christy Williams and their crew with moving the Eastern Washington game to the football stadium. That not many athletic departments would do that. And then to get the Fishback Soccer Park ready to play a conference tournament game with the snow, how hard those people worked with the help of the city of Brookings. Just, there's just an unbelievable feeling of gratefulness, not just from myself, but I know our program. It just pours out of them. Everybody from top down. You can go from Justin Sell and Barry Dunn to the leadership that they give us, to the ball kids that show up in 18-degree weather to have a small piece of that from that. And so there's too many to list for sure from that. But really our friends, our families, the donors behind the scenes really help make Jackrabbit Soccer what it is. And they all should have a piece of this. They all should really have a piece of this. We were able to take everybody to Oklahoma State. That doesn't happen without the support of some of the donors behind the scenes. And it's just, if I could sum up my current state right now, it's just really grateful for everybody's help in making this campaign special for our program.